In this video, we are going to develop logout button for sign out from the Ident Server 4. Let's take an action. First of all, we need to a logout button, right? So let's modify the layout view in the client application. But before that, let me stop our application. And the important thing is go to our Ident Server client project. This is the important one. Under the views, you should see the shared folder, and under the shared folder we can see the layout page, layout CSHTML page. This is the layout of our application. We have added in here a movies button before. So now we are going to add new button, which is the logout button, and perform the logout operation. If once we are logging the system from the Ident server, the logout button should be active, and after that we can log out the system with clicking the logout button. And again, when we are clicking the movies button, it will check we have login or logout. According to that, it will redirect to us Ident server login button. So for that purpose, we need the logout button. So I'm going to adding the logout button, but before that we have a condition. Once the user is authenticated, we don't need to see the logout button, right? The user should be authenticated for see the logout button. That's why we can reach this information from the user class, user identity and is authenticated. As you can see, there is some other operations in here, but we are using the is authenticated now. User information will be loading once the system is logging. So this is the very good best practice of the using these identity related operations. As you can see that we can also access the claims and other functions under the user class. So for that purpose, in our case, we can put the if condition under the razor page. So we are checking if the user authenticated, then we will see the logout button. Otherwise, we will not be see the logout button into our system. So I was copying this line of codes. This inside of this if block is the same with these other buttons. So that means we will adding the new button under the movies controller, and the ASP action is logout. So that means we will develop the logout function, right? So once we have a logout button into the HTML page, we can develop the required logout action now. So for adding this new action, we should navigate to controllers and the movies controller. So we should adding this new method in here. So this method name should be the logout, and inside of this logout button we have to perform the logout operations, right? So let me copy first, write first, and I will explain later. Let me import this page in here. Okay, the logout function is added, and as you can see that there is two sign out function, right? The first sign out operation performs the sign out from the cookie authenticated operation from your browser, and the second sign out operation performs the sign out from the OpenID Connect authentication from the Ident server 4. So both is required for our logout operation, and this is important for the logout the user information from your browser, and also the Ident server 4 OpenID Connect. So finally we can test our application, test our logout button. Let me run our application and see what's happened. We have already running the movies client MVC and the Ident server project both in the startup of this solution. Multiple running project we have configured from the previous video. So now we are going to test for the logout button. Okay, as you can see that in the previous video I was logging the system, so the cookies is still active, so that's why I'm again authorized the movies page. But now we have seen the logout button. Let me click the logout button, and Ident server 4 has logout page, and you can paste this logout page. But let me click here to return the movies page. Yes, now again the logout button is not seen in here, and I'm not going to access the movies page now. Let me click the movies page again. As you can see that it is redirecting to login page. Once I am logging the system, I can see the logout button and I can reach the movies page. So our logout page is working fine. Everything is going to be as usual, as okay. So in the next video we are going to talking about the logout redirection URL.